new pair of glasses.
Ready to head to your local optician to have a pair created?
Well, have you ever considered buying them online, even if you wear a prescription?
Yeah, our next guest is here with some reasons why you should consider it. Mark Agnew is the author of Eyeglasses Buying Guide and founder of Eyeglasses.com. He's based right here in Connecticut. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me, Scott.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
You know, they say all great ideas are born out of necessity, and I was fascinated to read. You were a Wall Street guy who happened to get mugged, and that left you blind in one eye.
Yeah.
And then you ended up creating this. Why? What happened to you that you decided you had to make major changes?
Well, that was a life-changing event, clearly. But it took me 10 years to figure that out. And after about 10 years on Wall Street, after I was mugged, and buying, I don't know, 4 or 5 pairs of eyeglasses at $400 a pop,
right,
I decided I needed to do something, you know, a little more useful. So I started Eyeglasses.com, and the first thing I noticed was that there's no information out there about eyeglasses.
So you didn't have basically any background in the eyeglass-wear business at all?
Just as a customer.
Just as a customer. And here, wow, I just think that's remarkable.
But you saw a business opportunity because you said people don't like buying glasses. They're expensive, it's hard to get them, it's not a great experience, so why couldn't you make it more like the way we go and buy other things?
Exactly. But the main problem that people had is, how do you learn about eyeglasses before you actually go in? So one of the reasons that people weren't enjoying the experience is that they'd go in knowing nothing. The optician would tell them what they should have,
right,
and next thing you know, you get a very high bill equivalent to a mortgage payment for your eyeglasses. What do you do?
Right, and I noticed you made a good point. We have 10 pairs of shoes or 20 pairs of shoes, yet we only have 1 pair of eyeglasses. That's because we can't afford it.
Exactly.
So if I could afford it more, it was more affordable, I'd have multiple pairs of eyeglasses and I'd look good in all of my frames.
Yeah, and people are only buying eyeglasses once every 2.5 years.
So when you created Eyeglasses.com, the idea was to make things more accessible, more affordable, but I think there's a lot of fear around this because people worry about buying something for their eyes online because you think, no, I got to get this at the optician's office or it's not going to be any good. Is that not true?
There's a lot of fear about that, but mostly the fear comes from not having information. It's mysterious until you know more about it. And that's the point of the book, is to kind of demystify it. There's nothing clinical or medical about eyeglasses. It's a tool. We have many tools in our lives. You just have to learn more about it.
Okay, now the industry does not like you, from what we understand. The industry as a whole, you're kind of like, you're out there and you're rogue and you're just doing, well, you're not rogue, but
yeah,
they're not a fan of yours. Tell us why.
No, I'm not liked among the industry because I'm doing what they don't want me to do. I'm giving you more information so that you know how to pay less. You know what's valuable, what's not valuable, so you don't buy things you don't really need.
So let's say you're going to the optician. You know that you leave with your prescription. They have to give you that, but you said there's actually a special number that sometimes they don't want to give you, that they have to give you, that would allow you to just buy your prescription online, maybe for less.
Yeah, that's the pupillary distance measurement, or sometimes PD. It's a distance between the center of your pupils. They will either not measure it at the time that you get your prescription, or they will measure it, but they won't give it to you, so you can't go online. And that is the one thing that you need to buy glasses online, is your pupil distance measurement in addition to the prescription. You have to have that.
But we're entitled to it. We say, I want that, and
Absolutely.
I have to give it to you.
It's medical information.
Okay.
So now when you ask for that number, are they going to know you're up to something?
Yes, and the next thing that they do is they come up with every reason they can think of to talk you out of going online.
They do, which is incredible. So in the book, we're going to have all of this useful and helpful information that's going to guide us through the process of how to get cheaper glasses.
Absolutely. I offer about 15 tips on how to reduce the price of eyeglasses that you buy, secrets of the industry. But buying eyeglasses is very unique and individual to each person. And so you need to kind of understand your own situation, and it goes through all the information related to that, so you can figure out how to do that.
A lot of eyeglasses online might say made in China. You have an opinion on that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What do we need to know about that?
Well, I don't like to cast a whole country in one light, but you will see that many of the glasses that are being sold, in the $100 range, kind of in the lower price range for eyeglasses, They cost about $1 at the factory from China.
$1.
So there's a huge margin there. Now, the optical store and the optician, you know, they do have costs.
Right.
But still, it's a huge gap.
A huge gap.
And the problem with the lower quality made in China glasses is that they break. So you spend money to put lenses into your glasses, and the next thing you know, the temple falls off. What are you going to do when you go on TV and you got no glasses?
Okay.
Exactly.
So if we're going to maybe do this, you're going to go to the optician and you're going to walk out with your prescription, and then you can actually go on to maybe your website or so and look around, and we should be able to confidently buy things. And how much would you save possibly by buying them online?
If you're comparing optical stores to online, it's about a 50% discount. What a lot of people do online is you can buy $10 or $15 complete pair of eyeglasses. I don't recommend that, but that's how most of the sales are going on online right now, but I think that's going to change.
And can you return eyeglasses if you don't like the, because you're obviously, you can return eyeglasses if you don't like the way they look.
Absolutely. We have a full perfect lenses guarantee and a full money-back refund.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you've opened our eyes.
Yes, thank you.
No pun
Thank you for having
intended.
me.
Thank you so much.
All right, again, the book is Eyeglasses Buying Guide. It's very informative. How to buy eyeglasses and sunglasses, pay less, and get more. You can find it online or at your favorite bookstore.
Yep. Wow, it's just incredible. All right, if you want to see what Mark's company has to offer you, head to his website. It's eyeglasses.com. He also has retail locations in Blueback Square in West Hartford and in Westport, Connecticut. Thanks again for being with us.
Thank
Thank you so much.